Hello, Virgo. Welcome back to your Spirit's Path, or the Spirit's Path. This is your June horoscope for 2021, and it's a little bit cold here in May, which is not out of the question in the portion of the United States I'm at, so bear with me as my hands are somewhat working, and so is my vocabulary. And there goes a card. So we will take that as a sign that this is going to be the card, the theme for the month. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start out with, just like I did the last couple months, we'll look at the theme for the month and then 4 cards, one for each week. But before I get started, let's talk about, how this year is going, okay? So we started it out with the ancestor. Everybody starts out with this card this year. It's the year of the ancestor, listening to your own universal beat. Walking through those birch trees and staying committed to a new quest or a path or a spiritual journey you're on. All right, in January, it was about the Great Bear, Life Lessons card of Judgment. Okay, and walking through that path and realizing that in order to move forward, you have to let judgment go. You have to not only let it go, but hopefully not being judged as well. Right? Because, you're getting closer to that final destination. In February was the Two of Vessels in attraction. So, by letting, by letting some of that judgment go, you're bringing in new emotional energy of attracting new things to you. March was security and stability, finding that home for you. Okay, Virgo? And realizing that, the 10s are all about completions. Okay, maybe this was completing something within the home, okay, or having more security within the home. April was all about making that decision, planting those wands, those rods, bows, whatever you want to call them, into the ground, okay, and putting something into action, right, making a decision to move forward. Now you've got two twos down here for this year, all right, and 2s are about creativity. It's about thinking about things to move forward, okay? And then in May was represented by the Knight of Bows and a fox. Now, you may have to have been a little bit cunning. You had to be alert. There may have been some curiosity going on, all right? But, maybe there was a quest going on as well, because that's what the Knights stand for, all right? They're fighter tacticians, but they're also, starting a quest, all right? Now, this is an action card. And, you've got 2 action cards down here, with the Two of Bows last month with that decision, and now, or not last month, but in April with that decision making, and then in May, trying to take that decision making to whatever it was, putting it in action, and actually looking at it and saying, okay, how do I get this to the point where I need to get this to? Who do I have to bring this to? Who are the right people I have to talk to about this decision that you made here a couple months ago? And, the Knight of Bows asks the question of, where do you need to be slower? So maybe you took a step back in May, all right, to understand the decision that you made back in April. What details are you missing? Maybe that's something that you're gathering, through the month of May. So let's see what the month of June offers you. Oh, and I had it out there, now I got to find it, which is right there, thank goodness. So the card that flew out was the 9 of Arrows and dedication. That's going to be the theme of the month for June. Where do you need to be slower? Going into May, into June, where do you need to, what details are you missing with that fox? Spirit is looking at it and saying to me, you know what, you have to be, in order to move forward for this year on your journey, attracting things, whatever it is, whether it's a romance, whether it's materialism, social friends, becoming stable. You made that decision, all right, you've thought things out. Now you have to be dedicated to the quest that this Knight of Bows, this fox, is asking you to be on. All right, no matter what the outcome, be dedicated to what's going on. Maybe it brings something of joy and value to your year, right? So, that's the theme for the year, is being dedicated to the aspect of what happened last month in May, right? So let's look at the weeks. During that first week of June is going to be represented by 7 of Bows in clearance. Which makes sense, because if you're dedicated to something, maybe you have to clear something out to allow something to come in. The second week is represented by the King of Bows in Adder. So you're going to get some kingly advice here. Okay, maybe, where do you need to take charge in staying dedicated to, whatever aspect it is that you're looking at. During that third week, it's all about the journey. A life lessons card, okay? Some look at that as a death card. I look at it as, life after death. What is still out there that you can pick the remnants on to propel you to move forward, okay? That can give you more life. All right, Virgo. And then the last week of the month of June for you will be represented by the 7 of Arrows and insecurity. Okay, so let me put these cards up. And let's talk about this dedication month. So, coming out of May, going into June, where do you need to be slower? What information? Okay, I need to be dedicated. I'm looking at the year. My quest is to, I'm tracking things. I'm making a decision. I'm looking at things being slower, and I want to be dedicated. I want to be dedicated to the path I'm on. Part of that dedication is clearing out the old stuff that's not serving you. And that's represented by the 7 of Bows, clearance. All right. Here, the gal's got the arrows dancing around her. Okay, she's so dedicated to the craft that, the energy that she's bringing in, okay, this dedication, this air energy that she's bringing in is fueling the flames of the creative energy from the bows. All right, and at the same time that you're dedicated to, whatever this quest is that's come up in May, it's giving you the opportunity to clear things out, Virgo. It's giving you the opportunity of clearing out old thought patterns, maybe old habits, maybe old friends. Maybe you're moving into a new job, so maybe you're clearing things out from an old job. Okay, maybe it's cleaning out your soul so you can move forward. Okay, dedicating some stuff to your dedicating something to yourself. And then the King of Bows shows up during that second week. Now the King of Bows is about magical power and healing. All right, and that's what this dedication could be for this month. It could be a healing month for you, right? Clearing out some old junk, some mental junk, some emotional junk. All right, and the Adder wants you to give you that magical power and healing. Now with him being the King of Bows, followed by the 7 of Bows, again it's fire energy. All right, you got the journey and the 7 of Arrows coming up, but this is creative fire energy. All right, it's action energy. Okay, so the King is going to give you that advice to say, you want to be dedicated this month, you want to clear things out. Okay, what do you need to take a stand for? Look within yourself and say, what emotions serve me best? What emotions don't serve me? Do I need to clear those out? Okay, what conversations serve me best? With those people that lift me up, or are those conversations that are out there pulling me down? Okay, look at what it is that that King is asking you. Where do you need to take charge in moving forward and being dedicated? The other question he asks is, where is your enthusiasm leading you? Okay, I want to be dedicated to learning how to play a guitar, let's say. All right, what do I need to clear out? I need to clear out space. I need to clear out time so I can learn how to do this. It's not going to be something I'm going to learn overnight. Okay, and the King of Bows is looking at it saying, okay, how's your enthusiasm? And you say, well, maybe it's not that high. Okay, you need to raise that vibration up in order to learn how, have some excitement, okay, to lead to that dedication of what's going on. And that's just an example, right, of, something that just came to mind. It could be, maybe, where's your enthusiasm leading you to be dedicated in a relationship? All right, where's your enthusiasm to clear things out? Right, Virgo? So that's that second week, the King of Bows adder. Now the third week, if you're clearing things out and you're looking to take charge, somewhere along the line, you're going to see what's serving you and what's not serving you. All right, and that's exactly what, this journey card, the way I like to look at it is it's also death. It's the elk has died and others are able to live off of that elk. All right, the elk has lived a good life. Maybe a coyote got it or a wolf or, humans got it, but it's still feeding the ecosystem. It's still feeding the birds in the air, especially during this full moon. All right, now this is a life lessons card too. So in order for you to be dedicated this month, taking charge of things in your life and clearing things out, you also have to look at is what's giving you that life. What's giving you that opportunity to live going forward. All right, where is the food that's giving you that nourishment so you can be dedicated? Right? Is it, let's use that guitar situation, right? Is it, listening to the music that inspires you, that's got the good beat? Okay, or is it something that you want to learn that you can impress upon somebody else, right? If you let something go during that third week, you have to fill it up. You have to fill it up with something that's going to feed you with moving forward. And then the fourth week is the Seven of Arrows and insecurity. All right, it's hard to clear things out. If we look at all four of these cards that are down here, it's hard to clear things out with the Seven of Bows. Letting go of personal possessions, letting go of trinkets and things of that nature. But again, Seven of Bows is action. Okay, it's taking that action to get rid of it. The King of Bows, where do you need to take charge? Again, that action that you have to take. Where's your enthusiasm leading you? And in the journey of looking at it, saying, okay, you know what? I need to let something go. In the aspect of doing that, it kind of reminds me of the Eight of Vessels, mourning. Okay. There's a process that everybody goes through that when they start clearing things out, whether it's emotions or materials, materialistic stuff, that you realize, as you reflect on things, that it's like, why did I have this? What was the purpose of having this in my life? And you start reminiscing about what was going on. And at the time you're reminiscing, Virgo, you're looking at it and you're going, oh, that's why I had that guitar. That's why I wanted to learn it, because so-and-so, who played the guitar so well, right? And and it's not like I want to be like him, but I was like, that would be nice to learn. The key with the Seven of Arrows and insecurity, okay, if you realize that this thought process is coming through, that fear and doubt are starting to come into your mind of clearing things out, you have to step down off that rock. The rock that she's on, you have to, get past those vines that's holding her, all right? She's only, the green woman that's sitting on there is only holding herself back. You are only holding yourself back if you don't move forward and get yourself down off that rock, all right? So if you feel that sense of insecurity coming on during that fourth week, recognize that. Be aware of it, okay? And realize that it's not serving the theme of the month for dedication. Okay, realize that, in order for you to be dedicated in whatever decision you made back in April, okay, that it's time to not be insecure. It's time to be dedicated to clearing things out, letting things go, letting the things that are dead, that no longer serve you, have served their purpose, and allowing you to live, all right? And don't let that insecurity grab you. Don't let it keep you on that rock. Step down off of it and continue to move forward during that month. So there you have it, Virgo. The 9 of Arrows, dedication for your theme for the month of June. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others. And we will talk to you in the month of July. This is D for the Spirit's Path. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.